Well, a special welcome to all of you to Prime Morning once again. It's the News Flash segment here. My name is Razak Musbao, and today we have a lot to talk about on News Flash segment as far as a lot of the issues that have been happening in the country. We're going to start with the newspapers and bring you up to speed on what has been captured in various headlines. So I'm going to start with the Daily Gist newspaper, but importantly, we want you to be part of the conversation. So make sure you get the WhatsApp line on your phone and send your messages as the conversation unfolds, all right? We want to hear from you, so make sure you join the conversation. If you're watching us on Facebook, don't leave the stream, hang in there, drop your comments in the comment section, and we'll love to hear from you. If you're on X, also hashtag Prime Morning, or just tweet at us at Joy Prime, and we'll get to read your comments, all right? Stay interactive, and let's make this very productive. The Daily Gist newspaper, on the front page, you see the faces of 7 individuals who could potentially become the flag bearers of the NDC. Julius Debra, Johnson Asediun Ketia, KCL Atoforson, Eric Opoku, Haruna Idrisu, and Kusitano. Now, the headline has Race for NDC 2028. 6 names pop up. And of course, these names have been in the headlines for weeks and years as successors to John Dramani Mahama. So that is there. It's a conversation we'll definitely go to at the right time. Now, you also have at the top right-hand corner there, Muslim groups petition president to overhaul Hajj management. That's quite interesting there. You see the full story on page 2. And then you also see President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in a very happy mood. You know, not sure who cracked a joke, but both of them seem to be laughing at a joke. And but they look to be in a very happy mood. So Akufo-Addo, Bawumia, days enemies. That's the headline there. And of course, they were both at the 1-week celebration, the 1-week anniversary of Daddy Lumba that took place at the Independence Square. So they were all there, and it was quite a nice scene. Then sex scandal rocks UCC as video drop. Well, I'm not going to go so much. It's too early in the morning for us to talk about video dropping at UCC. All right, maybe let's see. Maybe Trends will deal with it. I don't think they will show the video, but they will deal with it. So anyway, you let's leave it like that. Okay, let's leave it like that. Let's leave it like that. The Minister, National Service Boss fight over Ghost Names app. Wow, that's interesting. And the full story is on page 2 also. They are fighting over Ghost Name app. Hey, interesting. The money swine at Daddy Lumba's funeral. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people went to give money at the Daddy Lumba's funeral. President Akufo-Addo, I understand, gave 100,000 Ghana cedis. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia gave 50,000 cedis. Kennedy Japan, 10,000 cedis. Alan Chomantin, 5,000 cedis. And Opoku Prempe also, Matthew Opoku Prempe also gave 5,000 cedis and all of that. You're wondering how I have all of that on top of my mind, because I saw the money. I saw the money. Then Brian also shades Bawumia over Aka 9 pet slogan. So when Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia went to present his nomination at the party office, we saw that trending. Aka 9 pet. He said because Bawumia had 41%, it was left with just 9% for him to have won the presidency. But Dr. Brian the Champion said, hey, what do you mean by Aka 9 pet? Interesting. So that was quite a debate over the weekend, and I'm sure it will not end anytime soon. Then the Ghanaian publisher also, if you get the Daily Gist, you get all these stories in there. Then the Ghanaian publisher also has the face of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia still here, and said Bawumia best bet for 2028. That's according to Kojo Opon Nkrumah, and that story is there. The Ghana Link calls for calm, moves to address ICUM's downtime. So that's also happening there. Then 5 killed in Teshi, Sotuom, Homo clashes. Yes, this is a very worrying development, all right? I'm not sure the last time I heard the Homo was celebrated and some people lost their lives. I don't recall the last time we had this incident, but this year we lost 5 people following the celebration of Homo Festival because of clashes by rival groups. 2 people lost their lives in Teshi. That was about a week or 2 ago. And this weekend, 3 people lost their lives at Sotuom, Omanjo, Anya area. And the police have confirmed these deaths. And it's very unfortunate, very unfortunate. If you've seen the videos of the incident at Sotuom, it's sad. It's really sad, and this should not be happening in Ghana, particularly in the capital. So those stories are there, and Akufo-Addo Bawumia, others give 200,000 Ghana cedis for Lumba's funeral. All right, then we go to the Chronicle, and the Chronicle newspaper has got the face of the Lands Minister, Amakofi Boa, and it says rights to AG for formal revocation of LI 2462. So the Lands Minister has written to the Attorney General for the law that allows mining in forest reserves to be repealed. So that letter has been sent to the Attorney General. We'll see when it will be presented to Parliament and whether the government will follow through with that very plan to repeal it. Now, IGP's Galamsey task force still in operation. Interesting. Still in operation. Well, that's the Chronicle newspaper, and we'll see. We'll see. Then end of adventurous journey as Edward Nuruddin Kobna Ebokwansa says goodbye to the pen. And you've got that story also over here. So that's the stories on the front page of the Chronicle newspaper. And then we also have the Economy Times, which has a lot to do with Ghana's economy. And the front page has Bank of Ghana announces intention to license and regulate digital credit services. Interesting. Digital credit services. So that is also there. And you see Africa's energy stakeholders urged to act decisively for the future as 500 billion is needed to close energy poverty gap. So those stories are also there. And we also have the energy minister indicating that fuel stations could transition into EV battery hubs soon. And that is also very important. Then there is also some interesting story here on Ghana's unemployment rate. And says Ghana unemployment rate eases to 13.6%. Youth joblessness still high. So those are some of the stories in the Economy Times that you can also get and read all of that there. All right. Now, it's a big event happening in Akwatia. Tomorrow is the by-election that's happening, and all the big wigs of the two political parties have been on grounds doing all they can to try and get the seat. For NDC, they want to reclaim the seat, and for NPP, they simply want to retain it. They simply want to retain it. Now, we're going to get into it extensively on the show today. We're going to explore the security arrangement the police have made into it. And then we are also going to explore, a few other campaign messages that have been going around, okay? Now, I want to take you to Akwatia now. But before I do that, let me just bring you up to speed on the people who will be helping us explore this conversation. And we want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. What do you think the police need to do to ensure that we'll have a peaceful by-election? What do you think the police need to do to ensure that we have a peaceful by-election? All right, we would love to hear from you. So send your messages on the show to us on our WhatsApp line. So at the moment, we have on Zoom Dr. George Amo. He is Executive Secretary of the National Peace Council. And we will be speaking to him very shortly. He joined us via Zoom. And we'll be speaking to him very shortly on that. Now, I wanted to start with the Ghana Police Service, all right? The Ghana Police Service. Now, the Ghana Police Service have embarked on a number of operations to try and ensure that we have a peaceful by-elections. First of all, I want to show you some things that they have done. They've arrested some people and they have seized some guns. And they say it's part of the operations they are undertaking in Akwatia to try and ensure that they get the constituency rid of unlicensed guns, all right? We're going to have the visuals on your screen very shortly, the guns and the individuals that have been seized. And you can see some of the guns on your screen, and these are clearly very, very worrying situation. These are the guns they have seized, and you're wondering which other ones are there that they have not seen to seize. And you can see some of them on your screen, and so you can see them on your screen, some of the ammunitions that have been seized by the police. And all of these, the police said they seized them in Akwatia. They seized them in Akwatia. And you can see some of the cartridges and you see all of that. They say all these were seized in Akwatia. Some of the individuals that were seized, that were arrested, because they were in possession of these guns, you can see them on your screens now. on your screens now. Now, it is unconfirmed whether these arrests are related to the elections or these are just normal people possessing guns. But the police says they seized these guns in Akwatia, all right, in Akwatia. Now, I want us to hear from the police because they've put in place a number of things intended to, help ensure calm in the area. So I want us to hear from the police the plans the police have put in place. They shared that with the media, and we can hear from the officials now on what they are putting in place, especially for tomorrow's elections.
Let me walk you through some of the technology-enabled capabilities that we are deploying for this specific by-election. The CCTV surveillance footages. We are currently monitoring 9 eyeballs, okay? But we have more than 9 here. At any given point in time, any of them that is of interest, particular interest to us, we can pull the camera up here and we can begin to visualize what is happening at that specific location. So these are the areas that we have. This is the collation center. Inside the collation center. So anything that will be going on here, we'll be monitoring it from here. Okay. Then we have the outside of the collation center where all the ballot boxes will be brought in and the pink sheets will be handed over to the party representatives who will then go into the collation center and continue to do the collation and tabulation of their respective results. The EC will also be there and be capturing its figures, where the political parties will be conferring and cross-checking their figures with that of what? EC. Then we have other strategic locations of interest that we will be monitoring to ensure that adequate security is provided for this election. Now we also have our body cameras. The body cameras will be worn at every polling station. So every polling station will be reporting on what incidents is happening there. And we have all the cameras here. We are using the body cameras so that in the event of any situation, we do not run to the media alone for evidence or request that you produce evidence for us. We are recording all these incidents so that at the end of the day, whatever evidence we have, we can present it at the law courts or we can review it to help us in our investigations. So we want to make sure that whatever video footage or evidence that we are going to collect is not doctored. It is evidence that has been gleaned from a particular body camera, and we'll place that body camera and make it available at the law courts as and when it's required.
That's the police on grounds in Akwatia, bringing us up to speed on some of the things they've put in place. We showed you some of the arrests they've made so far, as far as seizure of guns and some individuals are concerned, and these are some of the things they put in place. They have CCTV cameras in all the collation centers, in the collation center at some vantage point. They say their personnel are going to be wearing body cameras in and around the polling centers. So as heightened security general secretary of the NPP. But understand Doc is on Zoom, is the one we have on Zoom at the moment. Doc, I just want to pick your thoughts on what you saw as far as update from the police is concerned. You heard them, you've seen some of the plans they've put in place. Are you impressed with what the police have done so far?
Good morning. I think it's heartwarming to hear what the police officer told us. The security arrangement is top-notch, and I'm so glad. But I want to take this opportunity to appeal to troublemakers that the election is not about violence. It is not. It is a process guided by ideas, guided by strategy, and guided by the use of resources in a fine manner so as to get results. And that at the end of the day, who loses the election is congratulated, and who lost the election accept defeat and abide by the rules of the game. So we should engage in that process as peaceful as possible, so as to continue to have or to enjoy this democratic enterprise.
Interesting.
Democracy is expensive business, and the people of this country can attest to the fact that it is so. Look at how much we pay MPs. Look at how much we pay our political actors, severance, benefit, and then ex gratia and the rest. So we can't just overnight throw it away. So it should be a learning curve for everybody.
All right, Doc. Yeah, great.
Work within the rules.
All right, Doc, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you so that we can explore this further, especially because of the history that we have as a country in relation to by-elections, all right? But let me go to Dr. George Amo. He's Executive Secretary of the National Peace Council. And Dr. George Amo, thank you very much for making time with us this morning. I mean, I'm sure you have some of your personnel on grounds in Akwatia because you definitely want to see a peaceful by-election. And I'm also sure that you are up to speed on what the police have, put in place to ensure a peaceful by-election. Excerpts of it we've shown on TV. Are you impressed so far with the briefings you've received in relation to the arrangements by the police?
Yes, good morning, and good morning to Dr. Asasari.
Asasante. Doc, Dr. George Amo, we're hearing from you. So I was just asking you about your impressions on the police arrangement so far.
Oh, I think that so far the police has done extremely well in terms of preparation. We paid a working visit to the IGP and his team, and we realized, putting all our things together, that they are well prepared, probably more than ever, for this by-election. And their preparation was confirmed by the Electoral Commission. When we met the Electoral Commission indicated that they are working closely with the police, and everything was set. So it leaves no doubt in our minds the fact that the security this time around would not be as we witnessed in Ablekuma North. I think we are going to see more improved security, not only at the polling station, but within the whole Akwatia constituency. So we are very sure. Yes, but I unfortunately, I got out of the stadium. But elections, we should all accept, will not pass without any hitch. I mean, for any competition of this kind, a conflict dynamic would occasion, and we should appreciate that. If you see conflict as a pursuit of interest that cannot be shared, then we should give some space for some squabbles and etc. to happen. And that is why the police must be on the ground to ensure that we deal with any issue that can lead to violence, in the conflict, in the elections. So I think the police is well prepared. Our conversation since the time we even left them, point to the fact that we are going to have a well-secured environment for the elections to take place tomorrow.
All right. Wonderful. And Doc, I just want to ask you, as far as your office is concerned, is there any special arrangement you've made to, to help sustain peace in the area? The National Peace Council, have you made any arrangement? And Doc, before I respond to that, I want to acknowledge also Haruna Mohammed, Mr. Haruna Mohammed, who is the Deputy General Secretary of the NPP. Mr. Haruna, thank you very much for joining us. I also know that Prof has also joined us now. Yeah, wonderful. Prof has also joined us now, and we'll be getting to you very shortly. But, Doc, I was asking you any special arrangement that the Peace Council has made in this by-election?
Yes, we've put in place our usual mechanisms to ensure we do not slip. So like I started by saying, we had engagement with the police administration, indeed with the political parties themselves, where with the NDC leadership, I think on 29th July, we visited the NPP on the 30th. We followed up with the IGP and with the Electoral Commission. We met all the leaders of these institutions I've mentioned. And we have engaged extensively with our regional office in the Eastern region. Normally, they become our legwork when we are going to the field like this. So already, the Regional Peace Council members, who number 13, plus the Secretariat officers, are in Akwatia and the environs over there. And such yesterday, I'm fully aware they are engaging the youth, they are engaging the religious and traditional leaders in the area to ensure they contribute, we all contribute towards the peace we want to see after the declaration of the results tomorrow. So we are on course, and
all right.
Let me inform you that the board itself, including myself, we are going to go to the ground. We have scheduled a meeting with the leadership of the NDC and NPP later this afternoon. These are all geared towards curing one thing, mistrust. You know very well that for some time now, there's trust deficit amongst the political parties themselves,
yes.
the NDC, the NPP.
Yes.
Indeed, that led to what we did by setting up a platform to bring them together from time to time so that we can discuss issues to build consensus.
All right.
So that is going to take place. I think you want me to go off. So we are doing that, and we are very confident that we are going to see a different story this time around after the declaration.
All right, Doc. I will hear from you briefly because you indicated that you'll be in Akwatia and you engage the leadership of the two political parties. I would like to hear from you what that engagement is going to look like and which individuals are you expecting to be there. All right, I'll come to you very shortly on that. But let me come to Honorable Mr. Haruna Mohammed now. He's the Deputy General Secretary of the NPP. Mr. Haruna, I mean, your party have indicated that you had little confidence in the police, and have also further indicated that you were going to protect yourself in Akwatia. I mean, you've seen the arrangement the police have put in place. You've seen a number of police personnel that have been deployed, CCTV cameras everywhere. The police personnel are wearing body cameras. In fact, they have promised an unprecedented safety and security in this by-election. What is the position of the NPP so far? Has your confidence in the police improved?
Thank you very much. I would like to say good morning to your charity viewers, yourself and my other co-panelists on this particular program this morning. We have not said that we lack confidence in the police. We are saying that we don't trust them. We don't trust them because of what happened in Akwatia. Certainly what is happening now and what they are saying points to the fact that they are telling us that they were not prepared for public manner, or they were prepared in a way overtaken by surprises. We have always known the police institution to be a professional body. And I have always commended the IGP for the foreknowledge I have about him in terms of intelligence gathering and his level of professionalism. There are a lot of good nuts in the Ghana police who are very professional in their duties. All the equipment and gadgets that you have mentioned were procured under us for the Ghana Police Service to use it to ensure the safety of the citizens of the Republic of Ghana. And we are very confident that when professionalism is put to play, the police service will excel in their duty. But if you have an instance of which the police can stand and look on, the police are not perturbed upon when tax invade polling stations and do what they want. And the manner in which the police communicates to all of us when they arrest such hoodlums is not the same thing that is happening to a call that we made when we met the IGP. Certainly, there will not be level of mistrust, because up to today, we don't believe that these persons were actually convicted. No face of them has been published on the police website.
Wait,
there have been...
but Honorable, so you're saying that the police have released a statement that these individuals, 6 of them, were arrested,
we have to call on them,
sent to court, fined by the courts, and you're saying that you do not believe that they were sent to court, you do not believe that a court indeed fined them because their pictures were not put out.
Have you had the opportunity to capture any of them on picture or video? All your reports, you have always gone to court and you report on video when court proceedings are completed. Joy, tell me, you have not captured any video on your platform, not even from the courts. Not even from the courts.
So you are disputing. So wait, you are disputing the police statement that these individuals were indeed arrested and were fined, and a court of competent jurisdiction fined them for that matter, and you're disputing that statement.
Please, I am saying that we have to call on the police in the first place to even mention the names, in the second place to even issue a statement. It has always been, they have arrested them, they have sent them to court, they have arrested them. That has always been the news. And we said that the professional conduct in the police service, when people are arrested, is that they put out a release and they publish the videos or the pictures of those persons on their website. And they will blind the faces of the people. That has not been done up to today. The people who have been sent to their ring before court, when they went to court, I know how sharp your cameras are. No media station has been able to capture the proceedings of the court or even the exit of those persons from court, even with their lawyers. Nobody has been able to speak to any of the lawyers of the defense. Up to today, no media house in Ghana has been able to do that. Then certainly we get out to hear that they have been pampered with a paltry of 6,000. So if you commit a crime of such nature, then you will be pampered with 6,000 Ghana. This is certainly not the democracy that we are all looking at.
But Mr. Haruna, you know, Mr. Haruna, but you know that although the police in some instances publish photos of individuals whom they've arrested and blur their faces, there are instances also they do not do that at all. They just release a statement and communicate same.
This is a case. This is a case that has happened, and media has had videos of these persons and published the pictures of those persons. Your station published the pictures. We needed to now match the pictures of the arrest to what evidence that we have picked of the film. That has not been done. So there is that level of mistrust between, for us, with the Ghana Police Service. But in terms of numbers, pronouncement, arrangement, order, and assurance, the police have done that for us. We are waiting to see that there is action on the field. If the police is able to do so and protect the lives of the people to ensure that security situation in the place is well placed and they are able to conduct themselves professionally, then we'll give them a big commendation. Look, I have said that we are not interested in quantity. We are interested in quality. So if you have 5,500 and you can look on and allow the people to do whatever they want, then that is you. Again, you ask a question about whether what we said we are going to defend ourselves. The Constitution of the Republic of Ghana indicates so, that you can defend yourself. So first, if you have to defend, it means that something must happen before you defend. So the police must prevent what will happen for us to defend ourselves. Because of that, this morning, we are putting together and announcing Operation Firewall. We are going to build a firewall around every NPP member in Akwatia.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does it mean? Firewall, what does that mean? What are you going to do exactly?
If we check, even in the IT system, firewall is built to protect intruders. Firewall is built to ensure that viruses does not affect the system. So we are at the liberty to protect ourselves, and we are calling on our members, let's press that button of the firewall to protect ourselves. We have the right to protect, and this is what the Constitution has given us.
But you know the police
only protect yourself if the security fails to protect you, and something must happen before you protect yourself.
But you know,
we are not very sure that
among the things,
hoodlums in the NDP did not come to disrupt the election process.
Yeah, but Mr. Haruna, you know, among the things the police have stated is the fact that, one, they're not going to allow any forms of arms, any deadly weapon into Akwatia. They're going to be seized, etc. Likewise, they're going to ensure that only people who have accreditations will be allowed into certain areas, especially like polling stations, etc. So I'm curious when you say you're going to build a firewall around every NPP member or official in Akwatia. What exactly are you going to deploy macho men there? Or what exactly are you going to do? What do you mean by firewall?
Do you need a macho man to build a firewall?
So what do you mean by firewall? What exactly is that?
You know firewall. You know, I have just explained to you what firewall is. It's a defensive strategy. And before you would defend, something must happen before you defend. If nothing happens, you don't defend. It means that thing that is going to happen has to occasion the defensive strategy. The police must do that and make sure that it happens. But if it do happen, I am assuring you that we will defend out. The police, they were there. All the things that happened, 90% of that did not happen in the parameters of the center. Most of them happened how people were seen and what. The law in PI 127 Regulation 29.3 indicates about the parameter where you talk about accreditation. This is not about the issue of accreditation. What you focus your mind on is what I am telling you. What occasion strength? What occasion strength? Defense is occasion when somebody does something and you have to defend yourself. So if it tells you that we, the MP, if nothing happens, that will occasion defense. We are not doing anything. But if anything happens, we have the right to defend before the security comes in to ensure that there is law and order.
All right.
So we are calling on the police to ensure that their level of professionalism should be exerted. And we are not going to be intimidated. We are not going to be intimidated. And we are not just saying this for anything. The stakeholders in this country must rise up. Must rise up. We have been able to make sure that in 2024, our tax, our vigilantes, everything was disbanded. But not knowing that these people are coming with their right hand and to use their left hand to do whatever they want to do. Our eyes are wide open. And Operation Open Up the Firewall is being ignited, and the whole of Akwatia, NPP, will certainly have our firewall, and nobody is going to break through.
I mean, well, okay, beyond the firewall, though, and I'm going to come to my guest also, because I'm sure they will have some thoughts on some of the things you said, and I'm going to get to them to pick their thoughts on that. But beyond the firewall, though, I mean, the latest poll by the Global Info and Analytics is that NDC will certainly win it by 53%. And, I mean, if that research is anything to go by, then it does suggest that you will not retain your seat. And I'm not sure what plans you put in place to try and avert this possible defeat, or if you've accepted your fate already based on the data. I mean, how confident are you that you will be able to retain the seat? The research shows that you will not win it.
The actual poll is tomorrow. So we'll wait for the actual poll tomorrow. This is an opinion of one individual who have exerted his academic and professional conduct in terms of research. So that is his opinion. We'll wait for the right polls tomorrow, and I'm assuring you that we are going to win. Whichever the margin is, we are going to retain this seat. There is nothing that is taking over that seat. All the ballot papers that they have brought and the hoodlums of the NDC that they are intending to put security police uniforms on them. We have heard that there are some people that they have given, two groups of people, one from Kumasi and one from Accra, that they are giving them 200 police uniforms each, and they will be putting on the attack. We are waiting. We will treat any police officer or anybody that is in mass as attack.
Interesting. You're making a very strong allegations there that the NDC have brought in hoodlums and they're going to wear them, please. What do you call it?
Yes,
that's a very strong allegations you're making.
But the police should be very watchful and mindful of their men, because the NDC is intending to put intruders among themselves. They are intending to put intruders among them.
But are these not things you're saying just because? I mean, the NDC are saying you are making these things up because you feel that you might lose the election. So you're just trying
We are not losing the election. They will lose it. But we are just telling them that all the plans that they have put in to rig the election, we are aware. We are aware. The police, the fake police that they are putting in, and they are coming with ballot papers completed already, we will unmask them. We will not allow anybody to go. So the police must ensure that nobody infiltrates in their system. The police is the professional body, and the NDC must not be allowed to put uniforms on task who are not trained, who are not professional, who don't know the police service to come and dent the image of the police. I call on the IGP. I trust his level of professionalism, his level of intelligence to ensure that these people are fished out.
All right. Mr. Haruna, I just want to pick your thought briefly on some other things that have come out from the elections. Asiedu Nketia has been speaking, Honorable Julius Deborah has been speaking. So if you can just hang in there for some few minutes for me, because I know Professor Ezekiel Norte has been listening to what you've been saying, and he's got some thoughts to share with us on this. And Prof, of course, Professor Norte is an associate professor at the Department of Statistics and Actuarial Science at the University of Ghana. Prof, I mean, clearly the tension is high. The police are doing all they can to ensure calm in Akwatia, but the political parties, the mistrust among them is persistent. I mean, are you concerned? And is there anything we can do to try and bring some calm and trust among these political parties? Prof, if you can unmute yourself for me.
Thank you very much. And I'm really, really concerned listening to my brother who just spoke, Mr. Haruna Mohammed. I am a worried citizen. Why am I saying that? I'm saying this because this is not a do or die affair. This is simply a by-election. Certainly, one party would win. And it shouldn't be a do or die affair. If you say you are creating a firewall means that you are going to defend yourself, meaning any slightest thing that happens, you will unleash mayhem. Meanwhile, you are not supposed to take the law into your hands. You understand? So I'm extremely worried on the trajectory they are taking, and they should reconsider their decision. If they have anything at all, they should entrust the police. They should let the police know, and so the police will take the matters up. They shouldn't take things the way they are trying to do. Election violence occasionally happens. You know, especially when the stakes are high, like this Akwatia thing. But they need to be a bit calm. We are Ghanaians foremost before our political allegiance. So I am sure they will listen and take things calmly.
Yeah, and Prof, you know, the point you make about you hope they listen, and I'm sure the intervention that the Peace Council is making later today, they say they're going to meet the leadership of both parties later today, and I think it's very timely, it's very important. What do you think the Peace Council should be focusing on when they meet them today? Because hearing from the camp of NPP, they look like, you know, they're already looking like some wounded people going into Akwatia to defend themselves because of all the suspicions they have about what the NDC is going to do?
No amount of suspicion actually ensures that that would happen. It's a suspicion.
Yeah.
And it's good to suspect. Once you suspect and you relay the information to the rightful authorities, which is the police will take the matter up. But for you to say you are building a firewall, for me, it's too strong a word. I don't know how else I would put it.
Yeah, but I'm just asking you, Prof. The Peace Council says they are going to meet them today. I mean,
yes,
if you were in that meeting, what will you be telling the political parties? What do you think the Peace Council should be pushing to them in that meeting today?
I think, as their name suggests, they are the Peace Council. They ensure peaceful coexistence. They ensure that no mayhem will befall any citizen. So I am sure they want to talk to both political leadership, both the NPP and the NDC, so that they talk to their members, and then they need to cool down, because this is just an election. Certainly, one individual is going to emerge a winner, and another is going to be a loser. We embrace it, and we move on.
Great, Prof.
I'm extremely worried with his sentiments this morning. Extremely, extremely worried.
All right.
I thought that things are on course until he spoke, and I'm not happy.
All right, Prof, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you so that we can try and explore ways that, you know, at least we can reason with the NPP for some restraint to be exercised in this election. And of course, we've also are expecting Tanko Rashid Computer, who's the Deputy Director of Elections for the NDC. He will join us later to hear from him on some of these concerns the NPP have raised. But let me come back to you, Dr. Asa Asante. I'm sure you've also been jotting certain things down from what Haruna Mohammed said, and equally concerned about the posture of NPP in this election. Aren't you, Doc?
I'm extremely worried about what is happening, because I'm a student of democracy and elections. So I know that there are three phases in every election: the pre-election phase, the election phase, and post-election. The pre-election preparations and all the election management issues happen. One of it is security preparation. So we have seen the steps that the police are taking, and the work of the IGP and his men on the ground. And I also have seen or heard the commitment on the part of political actors, particularly NDC, NPP, who said that they commended the IGP, they were going to work with him and all that. So I am surprised about the turn of events, as I'm hearing from the political actors, that it appears to me is a do or die affair.
Yeah.
But look, we can go on that trajectory, because look, election is not a do and die affair, right? I am even worried by the fact that we have this large, number of police service there for a constituency election. We don't need that. But the circumstances has warranted this. We don't need that, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, because some say that the number of police personnel, 5,500 of them, has even heightened the tension in the area. And even, I'm sure you will also might buy into that. The fact that some are saying it might even intimidate voters who might not even turn out. So we might end up recording a low voter turnout because of, seeing policemen everywhere. People might feel afraid, and we might not even get people going to vote as we are all hoping.
That argument, I don't support that. I support the numbers there, but I'm telling you that, look, what the police have done is nothing but what? The best under the circumstance. Are we going to sit down and send 2-3 policemen there simply because we don't want the numbers, and then we have events there?
Yeah.
No. The police don't want to be taken by surprise, the number. But I'm speaking generally, that generally speaking, a by-election, one election, do we need such force. We have created this situation, and the police as professionals must act, and they've acted this way. There's nothing wrong. It's not going to, ward off potential voters and all that, because the police are not there to prevent you from casting your votes if you are qualified by law to do so. But if you go there and you have funny ideas and you want to implement to, as it were, to thwart the process, obviously the police will come for you. And that is why they are there. They are not there to prevent anybody from exercising your legal and political right. No. They are there to also do their work, to maintain law and order. That is all. So if you are there and you have a certain motive and you want to go against law and order, police will not sit down for you to misbehave. That one, the police want to assure the public of that. They have said it time and day.
All right, Doc. Let me bring in.
Let me conclude.
Okay.
By saying that, look, I am appealing to the political parties that this election, whoever wins, whoever loses, Ghana will not end. So we plead with them that they should just talk to their people. Let it be free, fair, and peaceful. That is all that there is. We don't need any other thing. Because if you go through election processes or election education, violence is not part. And threat of violence is also not part. So I'll urge them to exercise restraint. If they have anything under their sleeves, it should be a strategy. It should be a message. And that's all to win them the vote. Violence do not win anybody's vote.
All right, Dr. George Amo, if you're still there, I really appreciate, to hear from you now. I mean, you have a meeting with the NPP and NDC later today, and now you have, an idea of the posture of NPP at this point. They are going to build a firewall. That's what they say they're going to do in Akwatia. I'm sure your outfit at this point might be revising your notes and some of the things you want to engage them on, because at this point, whatever you tell them at the meeting today will be critical.
George, thank you very much. If you are someone who has followed our elections for some time, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Doc.
If you have followed our elections for some time now, opposition parties in elections like what is going to happen tomorrow usually put out a posture like what we are hearing from our brother Haruna. So it is not anything strange. Our position as a peace institution is to take up every concern that comes up like this. Indeed, when we met with them, we met with the NPP. I mean, not too different from what our brother Haruna has said here, were told us. And for us, we would evaluate whether they are suspicions or whatever. And we think that we should be concerned about any situation that comes up from the political party. So this is indeed going to be factored in the discussion we are going to have with them later today to ensure we have violent-free elections. The last peace index, we didn't do well. We dropped to the 7th position or so,
yes,
which is not too good for us in West Africa.
Yes, 7.
We have always been the first, and we believe one of the contributory factors was the way we conducted ourselves after the December 2024 general elections. There are things that we did that we could have avoided. We didn't do that. So I want to appeal to the parties. Let us meet this afternoon. We are asking the IGP or one of his top men to join us, so that together we can find an acceptable way of addressing any issue that will come. It may even come from the Electoral Commission, it may come from the police itself, it may come from the parties. All of us, we have duty to ensure we overcome this. Elections, like my colleagues have said, are just mechanisms for selecting our leaders. This is just one member of parliament that we need to add to the already members who are in the House. So I shouldn't call for any disturbance to the peace of our country. We just want to appeal to them. Bring your issues to the table later today. Come with the intention to ensure we have peace, whether win or lose, because that is going to be the outcome tomorrow.
All right.
One party will lose, one party will win. That should be the attitude. But let me also appeal to the people in Akwatia this morning. You have a duty to the good people of this country. Please go out. The numbers of the police there should not put any fear in anybody. Like we've said, I think, like my colleagues have said there, we have inflicted this on ourselves. The IGP cannot sit down aloof and allow, our areas to go violent. When he is there, no. So I think they put in place what has to be done. It is self-inflicted. We have self-inflicted this on ourselves. I think let us do that. But please go and vote. Nobody should be in their rooms. Go and exercise your franchise and do that peacefully. When you vote, just leave the place. If you have time to go and observe the counting, do. But I would even urge you to just watch your television. Joy FM is there. You can watch it. And you get all the information, even more detailed than when you are there. So let us do that and ensure we protect the peace of our country.
And Doc, you mentioned that you are going to take up the concerns that these parties will present to you. I just want you to share a bit more with us. When you say you're going to take it up, for instance, some of the suspicions that NPP are having and the allegations they are making, when you say you're going to take it up as a National Peace Council, what exactly are you going to do?
Yes, this is how we do it. If you have all the parties there, you have the IGP there, you have your competitors there, and you bring up the issue, in your face, they are able to tell you what is it that they have done to prevent what you fear would happen. And when that is done, normally, human as we are, when you face people with the facts available, sometimes it breaks down whatever barriers they have in their minds that tell them that something untoward is going to happen. So I am confident that when we meet face to face, that is why dialogue is very important. It helps people to let go their fears because they have come face to face with the facts or the truth about the matter. So that is exactly what we are going to do. You have a case, yes. Let the case be on the table. The IGP will say what they have to say. Probably your colleague competitors will also have to say what they have to say. And we, the facilitators, we have also ears. And we've done this work for some time. So that is how we are going to approach it.
All right.
So we just want to appeal to the political parties. Things have not changed much since 2020, since December. Let us approach these elections. I think Dr. Asar Santi said it. Put up your best. Let the message go out there. Bring out your people to vote. These are the mechanisms we have to apply in ensuring victory for ourselves.
All right, Doc.
But beyond that, we cannot tolerate any violence. I think the police should deal with any excesses that would affect the peace of the area.
All right, Doc, really appreciate your time this morning. Really appreciate it. Mr. Haruna Mohammed, if you're still there, I just want to get your thoughts on this one. As far as the messaging is concerned, the messaging from your opponent is very clear. Asedin Ketia is making the call to the electorate that they need somebody to come to Parliament so that the person can help bring development to their area. Of course, bottom line, because their government is in power. I mean, the chief of staff was there at the final rally yesterday, and he, in fact, indicated that they should vote for the lawyer because John Mahama says he wants him to be part of his government. The message from the NDC is very clear and very strong, and I'm curious, how are you countering this message?
Thank you very much. Before I go into it, I am very clear, the NPP has been very clear on our stand. We are not going there to create any violence. We are going there to protect if there is any violence. And in the law, there is what we call citizen arrest. Look, if you see any tag, anybody that is not supposed to be in a uniform and the person is in a uniform, we will commission citizen arrest. We are also making sure that the operation Firewall is going to operate. And you are asking me what...
But Mr. Haruna, I think this is another very interesting comment you're making. You are going to effect citizen arrest at Akwatia when you see somebody in a uniform.
If anybody is not supposed to be.
But how will you know? How will you know the person is not, supposed to be in the uniform? How will you know that?
We have done a lot of scanning.
You're not the police to verify.
We have done a lot of scanning. And that is why I am saying so whilst the Peace Council. I will be at the Peace Council meeting. Yes. Look, we are not cowards. We will identify anybody that is not a security person. And if we bring the person and the police sees that the person is a police person, the police will then decide so.
No, but isn't this concerning? Wait, isn't this concerning? You're saying that you identify anybody who is not a police personnel. You present them to the police.
Because we know the attack.
But you present them to the police. And when you get in, the police confirm that they are indeed part of the
the police will confirm by giving us their police enlistment numbers.
But isn't that a recipe for chaos? Isn't that a recipe for chaos?
The recipe of chaos is to prevent the people from coming. Let's allow the police to do their work.
Great. So just allow the police to do their work instead of going there to arrest people.
The citizen has that right, or it's not found in the Constitution. It's there. There's citizen arrest. There is citizen arrest, or it's not there. It is there. We are not going to do anything unlawful. If the NPP wants this to be peaceful, they should put aside all the plans that they have. They should put it aside. We will not cause any mayhem. We will not go there with any intention to make sure that there is chaos in Akwatia. We would not do that. But if the chaos comes, we have the right to protect ourselves.
But I was also asking you about your message. What have you been telling the people?
What is your message? I just wanted to clear it because for us, we are very certain in what we want to do. We are a peaceful party. We believe that the people of Akwatia need a representation, and we are going to ensure that we protect the sanctity of the democracy of this country by ensuring that the right thing is done. The police, I command them. The level of professionalism, the police service, I will not allow this crime to spoil the independence and the professional level of the police. Going to the substantive question that you have asked me, well, I just laughed. We went at law, the same as Akwatia, who was the general secretary at that time. What did he say? Because the NPP was in government. The person they presented was in opposition. Did they say that because they were in opposition, the people of Asin support? It's very laughable. Again, he, as a in Akwatia, told a mining community that if they vote for the NPP person, they will make sure that they will not get the opportunity to do galamsey. Even our miner who has license and is operating on a valid license, if it doesn't take time, they will revoke his license. That it is them, they have the power. These people are thinking that we have handed over the country of Ghana to them to do whatever they want. Again, Julius Deborah, the chief of staff, is saying what? That President Mohammed needs him to come and help him to do development. So in Asin, did we need the MPP candidate for him to come for us to do disruptions? We are doing projects across the country. We are building Agenda 111. We are building roads. We are building schools. We are doing many things. We are providing job opportunities. So we are also asking him to come. The people of Akwatia need development. And we are very certain, if you check the 2025 budget of the NDC, there is no single plan for the good people of Akwatia. There is no single plan for the good people of Akwatia. If you check their budget review, the media budget review, there is no any single big push for the good people of Akwatia constituency. So what tells you that the NDC is honest? What they were saying there, are they honest to us?
You are in opposition, but you are in opposition. What do you have to offer the people?
We will offer them a better representation. The member of parliament's duty is to go and make sure that laws are being made. The member of parliament is to ensure that community action plans, area level plans, medium-term development plans, the true development structure of the people must be seen to be done. And aside that, the member of parliament will have a common fund to exert certain activities within the constituency. And we have legacies that we have lived. And we are telling them that honesty plays a very big role when it comes to development drive. And the member of parliament that we are sending has had companies in Akwatia, has employed thousands and thousands of people in Akwatia, whether NPP or NDC. He is a person that does not discriminate. And we would want to make sure that this person represents the member of parliament who has just passed, who has never seen his allowance, who has never seen his car loan, who has never received his common fund. This person from day one has been harassed here and there, going to court, doing this and that. And a Judas in the NDC, who was representing the candidate at that time, decided to come and push the candidate away because the likes of the national officer of NDC gave him money to come and push that gentleman away. What has it done to the NDC for you to do this?
All right.
I put you in the lead to do something. Certainly, you come back to say it fits you, not me again.
Let me bring in your brother now, Mr. Tanko. He's also joined us, and he's been listening to some of the things you've been saying, and let's get his reaction to some of them. Mr. Tanko, I'm sure you are either on your way to Akwatia or in Akwatia at this point, but wherever you are at the moment, you've been hearing from your brother, Haruna Mohammed. How do you respond to some of the things he said?
Very well. Let me say good morning to you and my brother Haruna, as well as your cherished viewers across the globe. My brother, tomorrow is a D-Day. Tomorrow is a D-Day. I'm assuring Ghanaians that we are going to hand down a heavy defeat to the NPP. In fact, the heaviest they will ever experience is tomorrow's election, because we are prepared for the election. All our strategy that we put in place are working. Our deployment plan is top-notch, and we are satisfied with the security arrangement by the Ghana Police Service to ward off all miscreants who want to misbehave. In fact, we've taken notice of what happened at the funeral ground when we went to mourn with the good people of Akwatia over the loss of their former MP. And the behavior of the NPP at that place showed us clearly what they intend doing during the election day are ready for them. And they didn't even stop there. Yesterday, we had a lot of staff from leadership of the party saying that they are going to have showdown with the police and the security. Let's wait and see how the showdown is going to happen tomorrow. We shall see tomorrow. That tomorrow is just less than 48 hours. We'll be there.
Yeah, Mr. Tanko, they accuse you of making an arrangement to infiltrate certain individuals into the police service. They accuse you of, printing some ballots, etc. I mean, they failed to substantiate those claims, but they say there are strong suspicions they have. I mean, is this something you are engaged in at this point?
They are telling us something that we don't know, that they used to do. They are just exhibiting their own behavior that we counted during the 2024 election. So they think that we are going to behave like them. We have never gone that path. We have always made sure that we will beat them and beat them clearly. And that is what we are going to do tomorrow. So they shouldn't have that fear that what they were doing, NDC is going to play back the same music for them to dance. No, they shouldn't have that fear. They should come. We are not playing back that into them. That's their modus operandi. NPP always believe in rigging election, using the state apparatus to rig. That was what they used to do. That's why they used to use the military, the police to kill people during elections.
No, but
so that they get away with it.
But Mr. Tanko, you cannot substantiate that. They use the military to kill people. I cannot
substantiate that. What happened at Chechimasa? Wasn't a state-sponsored killing? Wasn't a state which killed the people?
But there's been no findings to the effect that this was state-sponsored. That the state told the military to go and kill the people. You know, that there is no...
I am saying that your station played the videos. If you want to play back the video and see, those who shot the people, brought them like and gunned them down. Were they wearing a civilian uniform?
Mm. But tell me, Mr. Tanko. But tell me, Mr. Tanko. I mean, you look at your numbers in Parliament, and one is wondering. The Chief of Staff has been to the place. He's made a number of promises. He says that they should vote for the lawyer because President John Mahama has promised that he wants him to be in his government. I mean, your general secretary is there. The entire national executive apparatus is in Akwatia. And one is wondering, why is this seat so important for the NDC that you have the entire government machinery literally in Akwatia looking to snatch this seat, this single seat, which in the context is insignificant as far as your numbers are concerned in Parliament?
Look, the 1992 Constitution made room for representation of the people. And when we talk of representation of the people, they are not talking of numbers. They are talking about the persons who is going to represent the people in the constituency. And clearly, we put up a strong representation in 2024, and the NPP rigged the election. We followed them to court. We're pursuing the matter in court. In fact, we had not come to the conclusion of the matter when the gentleman died. It's our seat. The NDC validly won the election, but the NPP rigged the election with crooked electoral officers. That's what we're pursuing in court. So we are just going back to a place where we thought we won it fairly. And that is why we are going back, so that the people can get proper representation, because they needed an NDC person to represent them in Parliament. That is why we are going back. And that's why the people need it. And it is showing clearly. You go everywhere you go, the people say they want to vote for NDC. Because they want development. They don't want to vote somebody who go there and be sitting with press conference people. Can press conference bring you development? Is that what they have been? NPP, their numbers that they have in Parliament now, is that press conference. Every day press conference. Doing allegation upon allegation, false allegation left and right.
But Mr. Tanko, the contradiction here is, Mr. Tanko, the contradiction here, however, is that, I mean, the man you believe won the elections in 2024, you held the primaries and you changed him. If you so much believe that he won the elections in 2024, why didn't you just back him, return him, so he can reclaim his rightful seat? However, you changed him. The party faithfuls in the constituency changed him. And one is wondering, if you so believe he won it, why didn't you just return him?
That is why we are democratic. Our party is known as social democrats. That is our philosophy. We are social democrats. And we believe in the representation of the people. Let the people decide who should represent them. You don't handpick. People who say they are capitalists, look at how they did. They went and handpicked this gentleman. They just handpicked him and sidestep all other potential candidates. I must say, contested with the late MP. The late MP beat, I must say, less than 10 votes. Why didn't they bring Amase? Why didn't they bring him? Because Amase doesn't belong to the established candidate of their presidential listing. They sidestep it. We won't do that. The NDC is a social democratic party. Let the people decide. So the people who decided for our former candidate now decided that they want a different candidate. And interestingly enough, they decided to pick his lawyer. That is the same group. Yesterday, we were together with all of them. The two of them plus the candidate were all of us campaigning together from churches to churches. And the people were so happy because they are together. It's one party, one government. That is why NPP is hot. And they are throwing tantrums left and right.
All right, Mr. Tanko.
Look, tomorrow,
yeah, you have a meeting.
They won't have their feet to stand to big this kind of things.
You have a meeting with the National Peace Council today. I hope you are going to be there in the meeting today. Your officials will be there, right?
Very well, we will attend. After we have no problem. Those who need peace is the NPP. I think they should have a meeting the NPP alone and pop some peace in their heads. The NDC, for us, we have already said we are satisfied with the police deployment. We have no problem. We are not bringing anybody to come and be our personal security. We are not bringing to protect ourselves. We believe in the state because in Kumawu, we didn't bring our own people to come and protect us.
All right, Mr. Tanko.
We didn't bring our people to protect us.
All right, Mr. Tanko. So you'll be at the meeting with the Peace Council later today. We really appreciate your time. Let me just get some quick final thoughts from Professor Ezekiel. Prof, you've heard from both parties. We're just hoping that we can have a peaceful by-election. I mean, what will be your very strong and final message to the electorate, to the political parties, and to the police service, so that we don't have the episode that happened in Ablekuma repeat tomorrow in Akwatia? Very strong message to all these stakeholders. Prof, if you can unmute yourself for me.
My strongest message to both stakeholders, that's the NDC and the NPP, is that this is just another by-election. We've gone through series of by-elections. Not all of them are devoid of, let's say, some of these attacks. However, I think that with this assurance from the security, they should all trust in the security. If there are issues, you've just flagged them. Let the security take charge, okay? Let the security take charge, and things will be well. I don't foresee this being a war or a do or die affair. This is just one of several elections. So we should take it coolly. We should take it coolly. I think NPP should also understand that if indeed they have confidence in their man to win, no form of intimidation can cow them. The seat will surely be theirs if they have confidence in him. No mayhem. I beg of everybody. And those who are going to vote, I mean the voters, come out in your numbers. When you vote, just leave the premises. Don't congregate there. You see, the small pockets of congregation is what causes some of these mayhems. When you vote, just leave the premises. Go and sit by your radio or your TV set and watch proceedings. This is what I have to say.
All right, Prof, thank you very much. Really appreciate it, and I hope it gets down to them. Dr. Asante, also, we can hear from you now. Very strong message to all the stakeholders ahead of the by-election tomorrow.
I want to urge everybody who wants peaceful election to support us in this call. That election is about what? Peace, peace, nothing more, nothing less. We want the political actors to know that Ghana is not going to end after Akwatia by-election, no. And whoever has that thought in his mind should disabuse it before the state apparatus pounce on that individual. Elections are guided by three things: your resources, both human and material, your strategy that you employ to elicit the type of votes that you want, and of course, your message that will resonate with the people and give you what the numbers that you require. That following from that, results are declared and you accept defeat and abide by the rules of the game. If for one reason or another, you think a process did not go well and you want to challenge it, that is why we have the third phase. That is what? The post-election phase. You go to court and seek redress. Let us remember that this country is all that we have and that we are not prepared to destroy it. Don't start something that what you cannot sustain. Any country that has started war are struggling to end it. Our country has been peaceful thanks to the security apparatus, the people of this country and other. And that brings me to the duty of citizens in Akwatia. Let your home not be used as a war theater by any political actor. You cherish your land so much. The people of this country also cherish you. Help us to protect the place and help us to protect the sanctity of this election that at the end of the day, we can beat our chest and say that we've made it.
Well, Doc, really appreciate your time. Thank you very much. And Dr. George Amo, also, thank you very much. We hope that your meeting with the parties today go well. Mr. Haruna Mohammed, thank you very much for your time. And we hope that some restraint can be exercised and we could have a peaceful by-election. Mr. Tanko, also, thank you very much. We wish all of you the very best in the elections tomorrow. And hopefully we'll all return, here to celebrate a peaceful conduct of the Akwatia by-election, because that's exactly what we want as a country. Now, those of you, some of you have also been sending your messages. I'm going to be reading some of them very shortly. Let me just say a big thank you also to Franco Trading Enterprise, Phone Papa Fie. They supported us in the News Flash segment. Really, really appreciate you, Franco, for your support, continued support of the program here. Really, really appreciate it. We're going to get some of your comments. I've seen some of them on Facebook, and a lot of you have been talking about it, urging the political parties to exercise restraint, and we'll also pick some of them that have been coming on WhatsApp also. But these are the few ones that have come on Facebook, with some of you raising concerns over there. And you can see, I see Aaron Babako Kokomisa saying, good morning to you. One way to increase transparency in governance is through the use of technology. All right. And we'll see, we'll get more of your comments coming from Facebook very shortly. But let me also mention that the Joy Prime, Joy Business, EcoBank, SME Fair is happening, and all our vendors, amazing vendors. We've seen some of you who have come to register, and we are calling out to all of you small businesses to come and register. This is a one-stop shop, one big platform, opportunity for you to market your product, whatever it is you're selling, whether they're cooking utensils, they are, outfit, whatever it is you are into. This is the platform for you to expand your business and reach many, many, many customers, all right? All you need to do to come and display your wares, whatever you're selling, is just call the phone lines, all right? Call the phone lines and get to be part of it. The Joy FM phone line, so you can see the WhatsApp line, you can send us that you want to be part of the, the SME Fair. Send us a message, we'll respond to you, we'll get you the details, and you get to be part of it, all right? Very important, so that we can help your business over there. And we'll see how it all works out. Let me get some messages on Facebook now. Some of you have been sending your messages on Facebook, so let's do that now. And Teacher Kujo from Tepa Enyana Suso says, why did the NDC change the candidate for the December 7 election in Akwatia? It says we were all told he won that election. That's why they took the case to court. Asedi Nketia and his gang should not put unnecessary pressure on NS Kumi. Again, with big majority in Parliament, the NDC should have implemented a 24-hour economy nationwide by now. I don't see why they are having difficulty. Mahama seems to be deviating from his promises. Greetings to Honorable Eric Nana Ajaman Prempe, MP for Ahafo North. So that's the message from Teacher Kujo. And this one from Aaron Babako Kokomisa. He says that one way to increase transparency in government is through the use of technology. For example, creating online portals where citizens can access government documents and can help promote transparency. All right, so that's the comment on transparency there. Let me see a few more comments that have come in. This one says, tomorrow, the people of Akwatia will vote for a candidate that will represent them well in Parliament. Honorable Solomon Kwame Esumedu of NPP candidate is the best man for the job to replace Honorable NS Kumi. And he says votes for Akwatia King Solomon, vote number 1. And that's Master Planner Junior in Kintampo. And this one says, from Musa Yusuf says, the NDC is not the NPP, where facts were recruited to brutalize and kill innocent people just because of an election. The empty threats by some NPP executives are nothing but empty talks. It's only a strategy to reject the outcome of the by-election, he says. And knowing very well they have already lost in advance, the people of Akwatia are embracing a remarkable reset agenda with confidence. That's him. Then this one, Abdul Ganiu says, good morning, Joy Prime. This is Abdul Ganiu from Savannah region in Mankerigu. Dr. Bawumia is the most marketed candidate in the party at this point, and he goes on to make a case for Dr. Bawumia there. But he makes also the point that the growing insecurity in Ghana is alarming and is blaming the government for that. He's also talking about the Akwatia by-elections, and he says that a number of security plans needs to be enhanced to ensure that we have peace in Akwatia. So those are some messages from Facebook. Let's see if there are some also from on WhatsApp, and we'll see. So that's pretty much all we have for you on News Flash now. But once again, as we said, you can make sure you do register for the SME Fair. Make sure you register for the SME Fair and be part of it. Be part of it. Don't sit at home. Don't sit in your small shop and hope that people will come. This is a fine opportunity for you. So get in touch and register. All right, get in touch and register.